It's
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Restore Lab podcast. I'm Sarah Brown, your host, and I am joined by a very special guest today, Jacqueline Cutting. Thanks for being here, Jacqueline.
Thank you for having me.
Some of you might already recognize her as Intern Jacqueline from
Yes.
social media. Jacqueline has been interning with me this summer, and really, we've taken a journey. It's been a journey in a lot of ways.
It has.
Would you agree?
I do agree. It's been an eye-opening experience, and I've increased my food palette by a lot.
Significantly. Did you know that you were going to be doing that this much this summer?
No, I figured I would learn a bunch of new recipes, but I've tried foods that I previously said I just didn't like them, even though I'd never had them.
Interesting. Let's
Yes.
get into that. So today we're going to talk about insights into why we've been eating what we've been eating this summer with our Smash Fish summer campaign, but also really more broadly, how does that tie into an anti-inflammatory diet? What is an anti-inflammatory diet? I don't even like to call it a diet. I like to call it like a dietary pattern because to me a diet is like a short-term thing. Anti-inflammatory dietary pattern is more of like a long-term lifestyle thing that is very research-backed and shown in many population studies over time. So on this podcast, we really like to, focus on the facts. And that's what we'll do today and give people some good ideas to start and continue on their own journey with their own palate. Maybe we'll expand your palates today.
Yeah, let's do it.
In the way that we can the most via being on a screen or in your ears. So thanks everyone for being here.
Yes.
Let's jump right in and talk about fish.
Yes.
So we've been eating the tinned fish, the smash fish, all summer. We did a little campaign on social media called the Smash Fish Summer where we were having you try the most anti-inflammatory, high, healthy fat, omega-3 rich fish
Yep.
all summer and encouraging everyone following along to also try, really, because I think sometimes we need to be pushed out of our comfort zone a little bit and have a reason to try something new, right?
Yeah.
I myself, as many people probably know, eat mackerel every Monday. I call it Mackerel Monday. And I talk with my clients all the time about eating omega-3 rich seafood once to ideally twice a week as part of an anti-inflammatory diet. And if you're somebody who really, truly, actually hates seafood, if you're allergic, if you've tried it and then tried it again and then tried it again and still don't like it, I do respect that. Then for you, I would say I would take a fish oil or an omega-3 supplement because that's how important it is.
Yes, but obviously those people haven't tried Sarah's herring meatballs, so...
Oh, I should give everybody that recipe. That was fun, actually.
Yeah.
You didn't even taste the herring in that one.
No.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So Smash Fish. You want to tell everyone what SMASH is an acronym for the 5 really most highest omega-3
Yes.
fish. What are they?
Salmon, mackerel, anchovies, sardines, and herring. Smashed it.
It's all you needed to learn this summer. It's all you need to know. We can end the podcast here.
Yep.
So why the smash fish? Like I said, there's the most omega-3s, the healthiest fats in there. All seafood is generally a good source of protein and healthy. It's a lean protein, so, good for heart health and a lot of these things. But the more fatty fish, they're full of the good fats. And I think they taste better, too. There's nothing wrong with a haddock or a cod or a whitefish. And by all means, if that's like all you can do from a seafood standpoint, because those are more mild to eat, go for it. However, you're going to get more bang for your buck when you have these tin fish baddies here. We actually were at Nightworks Bakery before we came here to film the podcast. And what I love about them is that they have a bunch of tin fish from Portugal. And so we got some sardines with lemon and olive oil, which that was my favorite way to eat sardines, with the preserved lemon.
Preserved lemon. That's definitely the way to go.
And then I got the last tin of mackerel fillets and olive oil. So I think this Mackerel Monday or this tin fish thing is catching on.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. But thank you, Nightworks Bakery, for having such a fun option for us and their beautiful packaging. Let's just say, I started eating tin fish because I'm lazy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a lazy chef, put it that way. I'm not lazy. I'm a lazy chef.
Yes, okay.
I like to get the biggest bang for my buck in terms of nutrients in a meal, and I don't want to be in the kitchen forever.
I agree, especially as a 19-year-old college student.
Enter shelf-stable, pantry-stable tin fish.
Yep.
Where you're getting upwards of at least 20 grams of protein per tin. Like a near supplement amount. I wouldn't say like a full-on supplement, depending on how much you're supplementing from like an omega-3 fish oil, but almost the amount of a supplement in one tin from food. So you're hitting just a lot of amazing things. And then each of the fish has like their own highlights too. So smash fish.
Yes.
Salmon, mackerel, anchovies, sardines, herring. You had salmon before.
I had salmon before. I really do like salmon, but even that, I had gone most of my life until I was probably 17, where I was just like, I don't like seafood. I don't like salmon. And then I don't even remember when I tried it, but salmon's good. I don't think it tastes like very fishy.
I feel like this is actually important to say. I hated salmon when I was growing up. Most of my family members liked it. My mom and I were like, we don't go near that stuff.
Yeah.
And for whatever reason, again, I started slowly expanding my palate, not as rapidly or abruptly as you did. Grateful for you. But yeah, I must have tried it in college at some point, and I was like, oh, this is good. It's really all about the preparation.
Yeah.
Right? Because you can have salmon you really don't like, then you
Yes.
could try it in a different way, and you're like, oh, this is delicious.
Yeah. And I feel like there is like a stigma for some people, including there was for myself, around just like the fact that it's fish.
Like the fish ick.
Yeah. I don't know.
not
For me,
familiar
that I
with
was a little bit turned off to all kinds of fish just because it was a fish.
I do feel like sometimes people are like, I don't eat fish.
Yeah.
Like point blank, period. And that's understandable, right? People are making that part of their identity. Mm-hmm. And then if you don't try new things, then you really don't give yourself the opportunity to try something that you might like. Our taste buds also change every 7 years. So maybe you didn't like it, but try it again.
Yeah.
You know, I am a big fan of exposure therapy, and I exposure therapy my way into loving sardines. Same thing, sardines. I did not like them probably the first 4 to 5 times I tried them. And then I tasted mackerel, and then I was like, whoa, this mackerel stuff is good, because I got the smoked mackerel and I like that smoky flavor, so I often get smoked mackerel. Once I started eating mackerel, that was like a very easy transition to sardines. Now I eat them like interchangeably, but it did not always start that way. I'm like here on the end of the spectrum, and I was over here too. I was the girl that ate the bag of Doritos when I would come home from school my whole life, until I would say, like, yeah, it's been, you know, a 10, 15-year journey of me moving towards this way of eating. And I'm never going to go back, but it is helpful to be like, hey, I was there too.
Yeah.
You know? So of the smash fish, of the 5 that we tried them in a lot of variations. We did a couple straight up.
Yeah,
with the preserved lemon, like smashed on sourdough toast. We did, there was herring and meatball, mackerel in pasta, a lot of them in pasta form.
Yeah.
I combined a lot of them with the lentil pasta, flaked the herring into a charcuterie board to dip with a cracker, because that one had cracked black pepper, which that was good.
That was good. And I'm not usually a fan of smoky flavors.
Yeah,
so.
that's what you had said.
Yeah.
And the reason I did do that with you is because I have served that to other people and had positive feedback. But again, a huge hit of protein on like a little charcuterie board, didn't even need to add anything.
No.
And then how else did we have it?
We did a salad with the anchovies.
Oh, yeah. The Caesar salad
Yeah.
with anchovies in the Caesar dressing, which is a very easy gateway, I think.
Right. Mm-hmm.
We tried anchovies on pizza.
Oh, yeah. That was probably, if I had to pick my least favorite, that'd probably be...
Same.
Because I liked the anchovies when I had them in the salad, but it was in the dressing, and you cannot tell it's in there.
Yeah.
But then when you have it straight up on the pizza, it's very...
I put way too many on the pizza. I tasted it after. I was like, oh my gosh, this is so salty. And so that was... I also, honestly, don't love the look of anchovies.
Yeah.
But that's all to say, mix them up in the dressing, you don't even know that they're there. So it's truly all about preparation, right? Like when people have kids, they hide veggies and things like that. We can hide our tinned fish in our ingredients as well. I like once a quarter will serve something to my mom and not tell her. I'm still working on exposure therapy there. And she can always taste it somehow, but I'm still working on
She
her.
probably recognizes every time you're like, hey, Mom, try this.
True. That's true. But there were multiple things that you were like, I can't tell.
No, yeah.
And I think those were the ones that were really garlicky, had a good pesto sauce or a red sauce, or were blended into something.
I think any time it was in the sauce is when you really could have no detection of it.
Yeah. And even... Again, like I said, I'm a lazy chef. When I work 11 hours in the clinic and I come home, I'm not like blending stuff up into a sauce. I just flake the mackerel into the pasta and then add the sauce and the garlic and the onions and the olive oil and all the flavor, lemon juice, fresh herbs. And still, like if you flake it up enough, you really, I mean, I love it now, but I don't get a strong fishy flavor. I get more of a smoky flavor.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, this tastes a little smoky, but not like this tastes fishy.
Yes.
Would you agree?
I do agree. Yeah.
Honestly,
because for me, the fishy taste that I can't handle is like an oyster. And I didn't get that at all when I tried the things you made me. But like I said, you made them into delicious things that you just would never know there's a fish in. Like the herring meatballs are just so good.
Yeah, I want to try those with some of the other options too. And those I didn't use the smoked one for because I felt like we could hide the flavor better. Because smokiness is a strong flavor.
Yeah.
So which fish did you like the best? Everyone wants to know.
I'm gonna exclude salmon from this because it is my favorite and I had already tried it. But I'm gonna go with the herring because, like I said, the pasta and meatballs with the cottage cheese sauce was that was so good. And so, yeah, that was my favorite meal. And I can't say if that's because I like the taste of the fish the best because I couldn't taste the fish in there.
That's a good point.
But that was my favorite meal
Favorite
that we
way
tried.
to consume it. What was your least favorite? You said
I think the anchovy pizza was my least favorite.
Yeah.
It just was very salty. Yeah. But I never thought that I would like all of those fish. If you told me a year ago that I was like eating 10 fish, I'd be like, you're crazy.
You can do anything.
But I like them. I like them.
You're going back to college, and I was like, these bad boys, super shelf stable. Yeah. You can buy a ton of them, and like sometimes I'll have leftovers of something, or I'll have, a meal or a salad, and I'm like, oh, what am I going to do for protein? And boom, there's always that option.
Yeah.
But even the tinned salmon, right? I tell people sometimes, like, if you want to level up your tuna, just get the tin of I think it's called the Safe Catch salmon. It literally looks like a tin of tuna. And there's 30 grams of protein per serving. And then you are getting more of the omegas. So tuna is, again, fine. I would say not eating more than like once to twice a week just because tuna has a little bit higher mercury exposure. And that's why we like the small tin fish. This is my plug for the tin fish because they are lower on the food chain, and so they have less mercury exposure because they're bottom feeders. So again, less mercury exposure, so less toxicity risk. So you could really eat them more often versus I wouldn't do tuna every day, just because of the mercury exposure because it's a bigger fish. Still a very healthy option, but I'm just not doing that all the time. 2 to 3 times a week, easily, you could do these tin fish.
Yeah.
And I always tell people, do the whole tin for one serving. So that's when if I'm making pasta for multiple people, I'll put multiple tins in there. Yeah, the mackerel 1 tin. This one is the most I think I've seen, 29 grams of protein. And these I really like because the ingredients are literally mackerel, extra virgin olive oil, and salt. And so most of the time you're going to find these in olive oil or water. You can choose to do whatever you want. Sometimes I drain the olive oil. Sometimes I use it in the sauce. Occasionally they're in like the seed oils, like the sunflower oil. I've rarely ever seen it, but some people have told me that. So I would just steer clear of the ones that are in the seed oils just because I'm not seeking out seed oils. Talking about anti-inflammatory, olive oil is incredibly anti-inflammatory. Any other insights into the smash fish that you want to share with the crowd?
I think my biggest takeaway is not even necessarily nutrition related. It's just be a little adventurous and try new foods if you know that they could be good for you. Because like I said, I really didn't think that I liked any sort of fish, really. It took me so long to even try salmon. So now I'm very happy that I do like fish. And I didn't think that I would. So it's really mind over matter for some things.
And you were right in there with me. Like you saw how I was preparing everything.
Yeah.
I think I had said one time, I was like, maybe have someone else prepare it for you.
Yeah.
If you're like a little skittish around it and then eat it and you don't have to see the behind the scenes footage, so to speak, sometimes because that could be a little like jarring at first. But again, exposure therapy works.
Yeah.
If you really hate it after you try all of them, that's okay. We still like you. That's fine. But then
it's like there's also just so many ways to eat all of them. So it's like
the opportunities are endless.
Yeah.